Good day, everyone. This is Meredith Leon McCormick. Many of you know me as the founder, the editorial director for World Bride magazine, the international multicultural bridal publication dedicated to diversity, sustainability. Others know me as the founder of MLM Represents, a small boutique branding company that helps curate stories for individuals, small businesses that are looking to navigate their way through whatever industry that they're in. This series is something that I've been writing for WKIM. WKIM is We Keep It Moving with Marsha Jews, writing articles and just making great conversation with you guys, our readers, my fans, my celebrity following, and my average everyday person who just I've worked with in one way or another. I'm really good at what I am good at, and which is the fashion, the beauty, and some of the finance world because of my past history. I am a great people connector. So what I decided to do was write these articles to give tips and tidbits that would be impactful to you as you navigate your way through your business, agenda and your business journeys. So we decided that we were going to do a video series, which would air on various platforms to help you get through the process of either starting your business, maintaining your business, or shifting your business. As a veteran, serial entrepreneur, I have had much success with everything that I've started. I started as a celebrity manicurist, and I rose to the top of my industry in the fashion world. Starting my own nail polish line, having my own nail salon, and having teams that we did shows from New York Fashion Week, Miami, London, Paris. So for me, that is a measure of success. Being a contributing writer for Scratch magazine, associating with other amazing celebrity manicurists. This led to having a bridal salon which was featured in various television shows from Whose Wedding Is It Anyway, New York Times, Daily News. All of these amazing platforms recognize the work that we did in the bridal industry, which gave birth to World Bride magazine. I feel with all of this years of experience as a Haitian immigrant, I have something positive to share with you guys who have been following me or who may be having your own challenges and you just stumbled upon me. So please continue to follow us as we take you through a day in the life of a serial entrepreneur. So here we are, New York Fashion Week. We are on 16th Street getting ready to run into the Zhang Toy Show. This is one of the wonderful things about these iconic designers. They find the most exquisite locations to have their shows in. It is not limited to just in the tents. The beautiful thing about Zhang Toy is he is an internationally respected designer that is part of the CFDA. So his show is going to be epic, and he's going to have some pretty cool people up in there. So come with us. So Carlton Jones, I met him as a stylist phenomenal stylist, shooting covers at Essence magazines, and what other publications were you shooting for?
I was doing a lot with Essence, which was incredible, Mickey Taylor and that team. But I was also working as a fashion director for I believe at the time, that was After Noir magazine, so a startup magic publication, Mia magazine.
I do have to say to you, because we changed the trajectory of how World Bride magazine, because the wedding industry is the most wasteful industry of ever for me.
Yeah, for not just
for
you.
one
Yeah.
day,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
spending
yeah.
$25,000 to $100,000, for an event that lasts maybe 5-6 hours, maybe a weekend. That's somebody's life savings, yearly salary for a family. And so sustainability really matters to us, because how do you show people it's okay to shop, invest, and spend, but without damaging the earth and over whatever? So when I hear you say, oh no, we find something that works and we change the color and a little shape here, a little tweaking here.
Yeah.
You're already practicing sustainability
Sure.
from your company's perspective.
And yeah, that for sure. And that's just because it makes sense once you find your tribe and once you find your people. And in addition to also working with sustainable textiles, which I push myself to do, like, it feels great finding like new textiles that aren't as harmful as the stuff that we're used to. So that in itself is a whole nother journey that makes it new and fresh. But I'm also using literally the fabrications from last season.
I love
it.
I'm
like, you know what? I love this color. It speaks to me. It works from one season to the next. Who says it has to be a new color just because we do this because buyers need a new collection to sell.
Right.
But if I can find a way to thread it in and still use that fabric, you're going to see the same bone from last season and the bone from this season. So I'm all for it. And thank you, because you've more than a fan, you also purchase, which is what emerging designers need. We need people. Yes, the praise and glory is lovely, but you have purchased and you've really supported. So thank you.
Oh, it's my honor. And that's one of the things I really wanted to talk about with people, is to make them understand it's nice to like and fan somebody on social media, but it is important to invest in the person's product and truly appreciate it and love it, because that's how they stay sustainable.
That's it. That's sustainability of a culture.
Period. How do I stay in business, keep my things going if no one's buying?
Right.
Liking it is not enough, so thank you, Carlton Jones.
Oh, thank you, Meredith Leon McCormick.
So guys, the evening continues, and I do have to tell you that I am sitting with one of my favorite sisters, Miss Maisie Dunbar.
Yes.
The stunning Maisie Dunbar.
The stunning Meredith.
So, what makes our relationship special is when I started World Bride magazine, you actually did nails for my very first issue, my premiere issue.
Yes.
We had never met, but I think I was working with Ken Barboza at that time, and he recommended you for the job, and you came in and tore it up as usual. And we remained friends since then,
Yes.
you know?
Yep. And we've come full circle.
Can you imagine? Now you have your own makeup line, Love for Joe, and makeup, skincare, but it started how?
We started when my mom passed. I started to inventory my life, and I wanted to create a legacy. I felt like I needed to create a legacy for my family, because I'm from a family of entrepreneurs. And when we first started, we were bootstrapped, grassroots. They have all these grants and all these different funding sources now, but we sold raffle tickets. So we only started initially with 4 lip glosses. And now we have 272 products. Yeah, all grassroots and, just sweat. I had my salon for 27 years. So I've been in the industry for 30 years. had my salon for 27 years, and pivoted about 4 years ago. Went full time with my cosmetic brand, and anyone that's in this space watching this and at the bridge of should I stay? Should I
Right.
try something new? It's okay to try something new
Right.
because what we've done helped build where we need to go.
That's so powerful and just a story in itself. So I'm going to encourage all of you guys to please take a look at her story, her full story. She's more than just a manicurist, because oftentimes people try to clown us as manicurists and say, oh, y'all don't have a real job. We're like, do you not understand what we do?
Right.
the
Single mom
littlest
raising
detail,
kids.
right?
Yeah.
We create jobs for people. We
Yes.
make people feel worthy. We
Yes.
make all of that. And I'm working with this young man right now, Taylor, and he owns Inherit, which is a clothing line for men.
Mm-hmm.
And he encourages men to talk about their feelings. So his philosophy is, if you look good, you feel good, and if you feel good, you do good. You literally created so many celebrity manicurists that went
Yes.
on to do greater things.
Yes.
Beyond your salon and your spa.
Yes. So one of the things we say is that at Blufferdrill Cosmetics, you are a name and not a number. So our foundations have names, and the name, my root, like you said, is my community. So part of my community are people that have always supported me in different ways. You've always been there, like you've always been there for me
Likewise.
and everybody else. Anybody that knows Meredith knows that Meredith shows up for people. Whether you're tired, whether you're sick, you show up. And you show up as the best you. And if you cannot, you make sure somebody shows up. You don't
Right.
just say, it's like you go buy a pair of shoes and like, I want these shoes. Well, man, we don't have it. That's what they do in Africa. But like, can somebody go back there and see if we got a brown one? I'm from
Right.
America. They bring back the brown, the green, but I'm making light of that. But that's one of the things that we say to honor you guys that support the brand, that have supported me as a single mom throughout my journey. The best way I can honor you is to name a product after you, because that's how much I love you, and that's how much you
And
mean
I
to
love
me.
you back just as much, and that's why it was so important for me to highlight just our relationship, our collaboration, because I feel like a lot of people think that collaboration is not important. You could be self-made if you think you are,
Yeah.
but self-made with other people. You couldn't do it alone.
No.
Without the collaborations, you
Yes.
can't do everything, and you shouldn't want to do everything.
Exactly.
Because you'll be dead and buried.
Dead and buried.
And so for me, our relationship has always been meaningful in so many different ways.
Thank you.
And you have traveled, you've done it successfully in America, traveled
Yes.
back to Africa,
Yes.
and now you're making a huge name for yourself in the
Yes.
Middle East, in
Yes.
Dubai,
Yes.
and other parts of
Yeah.
the Middle East. And, and that's the beauty of living in today's age.
Yeah.
We're not limited to just one region. We literally can be a global business.
Yeah. Yes.
But it's about collaboration.
Collaboration.
So I'm super
And
excited
being
about-
grateful also for those people that have been here and have done it. Success leaves clues. And when you follow in the footsteps and you admire other people and you've worked and built relationships with people, you have to be grateful for that. You have to acknowledge that. You
Absolutely.
can't think that, I'm just out here. I'm always grateful. One of the things I think from the first person that gave me my first manicurist job, I thank Ken all the time, as a
Ken.
single mom, building my business in DC, coming to New York to be able to build my portfolio
Right.
the way that I have, even to get the opportunities that I've gotten, as a UN Goodwill ambassador. All of these different opportunities I've gotten is because of my relevance in the U.S. And I ain't stupid. I know as quiet as it's kept. I don't have it twisted at all. But there's so many people have paved the way for that. Even
Right.
when we came and did the shoot for World Bride magazine, when Ken called me, he knew I would have done it. It was a no-brainer. He knew that, you know. When I first got out of beauty school, you were one of the manicurists I read about. It was you, Bernadette Thompson, and
Cheryl Bailey,
yep. And one other, and that
Roseanne Singleton. Yeah.
Yes. So you guys were the ones that I read about, and I would open up these magazines. I said, one day I want to do this, one day I want to do this, one day I want to do this. But what I want people to understand is you can have that vision, you can have that dream, but you have to understand you got to put the work in.
Oh, period. Period. That's not even an option.
Yes.
You know? So anything else leaves room for failure and for somebody to call you out and say, yeah, no.
Yeah.
And I like being right.
Yeah.
So I make sure that everything is in place before I come out with anything.
Absolutely.
You know? So I really want to thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank you for just engaging with us and, you know, telling us how you minded your own business to the point that now you can give others and create this community that gives back to others as well.
Yeah,
so I'm
thank
excited.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
The next stop is the iconic Plaza Hotel. This is a legendary hotel that continues to make history throughout the years for movies and different things that take place, weddings, charity balls, you name it, it happens. It also becomes a showroom for designers from all over the world that want to participate in Bridal Fashion Week, and they get to showcase their products right there in the suite. We've attended so many of them. This time we were honored to be invited by Rami Al Ali, who is gracing us for our upcoming engagement and holiday issue. His work is impeccable. I've been following him for years. He is a Syrian designer that loves couture, is respected in the couture arena. He showcases his work in Paris, and now he is starting to showcase his work at the legendary New York City Bridal Fashion Week, and we got an invitation. New York Fashion Week is one of the most important times of the year for the fashion industry. This is where designers, both legendary and newcomers, come to showcase their work. This is when buyers, influencers, media, in just basic everyday people crowd around and get to see. The city gets hot. The city is at its sexiest point in the fashion world. You can see, you can feel the energy. The clothes come out. The bridal industry has been fortunate for the past, I want to say 10 years, showcasing bridal in the same capacity. This has changed everything about our industry. It literally is putting us on the map in the fashion industry world. So when you go to iconic places, restaurants such as Gabrielle's, and you go to and you get to see different designers just showing their work, you are in awe. It validates all the work that these designers are doing and the energy that they put in to each of their work to showcase. They are just as invested in the bride's big day as they are themselves. So when we get to go to New York's luxury bridal fashion week, we take advantage of it because this is a time where we can go and touch and feel the dresses up close for the brides so that our content is reflective of it, so that when they read the pages of our magazine, they literally see that we're not just randomly shooting off names just because. We have touched it, we felt it. For the past couple of seasons, I've been taking real brides with me just to let them see and feel the experience of what it takes behind the scenes to create a dress, how we, World Bride Magazine, create the content. I brought with me a lovely bride to these shows. She got to sit front row with me in some of these shows and walk around and meet the designers, people that I'm excited. So when they read the pages of the magazine, they can honestly feel where it's coming from. It's not a press release that was sent to us and we're just, hey, let's just throw it on our pages. No, we do our homework, we investigate, we act as journalists so that every bit of content you are reading, every bit of suggestion you are getting from us, it's authentic, it's proven, it's facts to our best ability. So we get really excited during New York Bridal Fashion Week, New York Luxury Bridal Fashion Week. There's great organizations like the Bridal Council that puts this together, make sure that we, World Bride Magazine, and all the other bridal publications have access and they know where to be, where to go, and we get to meet these people. And so it is not a quick and one and all event. This takes weeks, months of preparation, and designers come from all over the world to show their work, and we do them the honor of making sure that we're there, we're present, that we show them that we care about the content that we're providing our readers with. So it's an exciting time. Running around New York City is pretty exciting for me. I love it, every bit of it. The subways, the food, the people, the rush, the hustle. All of that is what makes New York City so great and why New York Fashion Week is so important to me. I get to connect with amazing designers, but I also get to work with some of the icons that helped mold me in this industry. And one of the key people that was instrumental in molding me was the legendary, iconic Miss Mickey Taylor. Miss Mickey Taylor has been a critic of mine. She'll tell me, hey, darling, beloved, I really think you might want to consider this, you might want to consider that. And it helps me. It helps me grow. It helped me grow. And so when I had the opportunity to create this upcoming issue, and she told me that she has a daughter in love, as she calls it, to be getting married, I jumped at the opportunity to ask her if we could feature her beautiful daughter-in-law in our upcoming issue. And for me, that was just so important, because giving these brides these opportunities to just be in our pages, the pages that we put together for them. We wanted them to see firsthand what it feels like to be a supermodel for that day. So Kristen graced us with her presence at the shows, and she got to meet designers, meet some of the behind the scenes experts that go into making everything for her special. And they always love it. And her, along with Suad, are two women that we're going to be featuring in the upcoming engagement issue that will be available for everyone to purchase, if I might say so. And all our hard work gets to be seen and experienced by the very people that sustain us in our business and keep it alive. And see, as effortless as I make it look on social media, it's a lot of work. And we want them to appreciate it. And I think they'll only appreciate it when they get to experience it.
At the end of the day, it's part of the education. And, I'm trying to bring every beautiful piece into my lovely country, Qatar. Amici de Moda is a new concept store that has nothing similar in Doha so far.
I love it.
It's like a mini department store that contains haute couture, bridal, evening wear, lingerie, ready to wear, casual wear, accessories, shoes and bags, skincare, perfume, and books.
And books.
Gasoline.
Of all the
That's
books
it.
you can have.
Another key component in keeping up with the times is collaborations with amazing vendors such as Asoline, Manhattan Manor, Hermes, who we highlight and we say, hey, look, we, the editors, are attending these beautiful things, but you should also explore it. We highlight, we share with our readers and viewers things that we ourselves have personally experienced. We did a dinner during the summer to celebrate the closing of our summer issue with Jeff Red and Teresa O'Neill, the Reds, who got married in Antigua, Barbuda. We were there at the wedding. We saw it. I got introduced to the amazing Carolyn because of a vendor, a supporter, a fellow sister in media, Miss Rowena Husbands. She introduced me to Miss Teresa, a fellow alumni from John Dewey High School, and we found out we had the same circle of associates, so it was easy to make this a beautiful cover for us while showcasing wonderful vendors and their work. The Watkins Group, the media group in Antigua Barbuda, who shot this cover for us, who highlighted it. The Carlisle Bay Hotel, who hosted me and the beautiful couple and their guests that were getting married there. That was the most important component in creating that beautiful summer issue. Things like that is what makes the publication successful. The people we surround ourselves with, from the stylists, the photographers, the makeup artists, the beauty expert, everyone that contributes to the success of World Bride magazine is an advertiser, a supporter, and they take it serious. We take it serious. They invest in us, so we in turn invest back in them, and then we share this beautiful content with our readers, our viewers, so that they can see the value and support small local businesses in their region. Local meaning wherever you are. If it's in Dubai, if it's in Egypt, if it's in London, if it's in Paris, if it's in Italy, New York, that is local. Support it. And watch communities flourish and grow expeditiously because we care about the final product. So until the next time, ciao. Don't forget to grab your holiday and engagement issue of WBM.